During our freshman orientation, my roommate insisted on slathering herself in her homemade sunscreen every day. It made her skin porcelain white and gave her an alluring scent that drove all the boys wild. My own rich boyfriend even led the campaign to vote her as the campus queen. But only I knew that the fragrance in her sunscreen was toxic. Long-term exposure would cause her skin to rot. But I didn't say a word. I just quietly applied for a room change. Because in my last life, when I tried to warn her, she just burst into tears in front of everyone and accused me of bullying her. All the guys called me a jealous bitch. My boyfriend broke up with me and started chasing her. Not long after, her skin did start to rot. I rushed to her side with my family's heirloom ointment. It healed the sores, but her skin was left dark and rough. Overnight, the campus queen became a campus joke. My ex-boyfriend abandoned her. The other guys avoided her like the plague. She blamed it all on me. The day she was forced to drop out, she tied me to the roof of a campus building and poured a bucket of acid over my head. "It's all because of your stupid ointment," she screamed. "You're the reason they're all laughing at me. You ruined my chance to marry rich." I was tortured to death. When I woke up, I was back on the first day of orientation. I sneezed twice, the familiar tickle in my nose making me freeze. I looked up. The girls from Renee Thorne's line were stepping forward to introduce themselves. "My name is Renee Thorne. It's so nice to meet you all." Her voice sent a jolt through me. I clenched my fists. I was back. I was back on the first day of orientation. As she spoke, she tilted her head, and her milky white skin seemed to glow in the sun. The boys behind me were practically drooling. "Her skin is so perfect. I wonder if it would feel as soft as it looks." Even the guys from the other groups were starring. The girls were whispering too. "Her sunscreen must be amazing. We're not allowed to wear makeup, and it's 100 degrees out. How is she so pale without foundation? And do you smell that? What kind of perfume is she wearing?" The chorus of praise drowned out the other introductions. A faint blush crept up her cheeks, and the corners of her mouth tilted up in a smug smile. It just made the boys even crazier. My boyfriend, Jackson, was standing right behind me, his eyes wide with a look of pure awe. "She's beautiful, she's pale, she smells good, and she's got a great body. She's a total goddess." I just clenched my fists. In my last life, this was the moment it all started. With her homemade sunscreen, Renee became the most popular girl on campus. She was always vain. The compliments just made her use it more and more, going from once a day to 4 times a day. My family was in the fragrance business. I knew from the smell alone that the ingredients she was using were toxic, but my well-intentioned warning had just gotten me a breakup and a whole lot of hate. Even so, when her skin started to rot, I was the one who gave her my family's precious heirloom ointment. It healed the sores, but after years of chemical corrosion, her skin was beyond repair. It was left dark and rough. I told her that her life was more important than her looks, but she was convinced I had deliberately given her a poisoned ointment, and for that, she poured acid on my head. "You were just jealous of my skin. You were jealous that Jackson liked me. You ruined my life, Vera. You're going to hell for this." The memory of her demonic face made me shiver. "Vera," Jackson's voice pulled me back to the present. "Is that your roommate? Does she have a boyfriend?" Just then the introductions ended, and we had a 5-minute break. Renee walked over, her eyes darting between me and Jackson. Their eyes met. A spark flew. Her face flushed, and the scent coming from her grew stronger. Jackson's breathing hitched, but only I knew why. The heat was making her sweat, and the sweat was reacting with the chemicals in her sunscreen, intensifying the fragrance. And the toxicity. The drill sergeant called Jackson over. He gave her one last, longing look before he left. Renee seized the chance. "Vera, I hear you and Jackson went to the same high school. Can you give me his number?" My other roommate just rolled her eyes. "Everyone knows Jackson is Vera's boyfriend. Why don't you just add him from the class group chat? Or are you trying to steal him right in front of her?" Renee's lip quivered. Her eyes filled with tears. "That's not what I meant. I just heard he was the temporary class president and I wanted to. I'll